for those of you who are new to the transmissions, what will happen is we're going to go into a meditation together, and I'll guide the meditation with my words. And so I will, once we go into the meditation, what will happen is I will start to see things in my third eye, and I use the vision that I have in those experiences to kind of guide the energetic journey. And I'll be explaining what I see through that process in the actual transmission. But you'll notice in the meditation, as you go into the meditation, you may listen to the words. It may trigger certain kinds of visionary or energetic experiences, or you may lose track of the words and just go into your own energy experience. Sometimes people say they feel like they fall asleep, but it's not even sleeping. What's really happening is you're going into a space where your mental body is being tempered down so that you can relax into the energy of the experience more deeply. If that happens, you're not going to miss anything. In fact, it's a way sometimes our soul works with us to enhance the energy process. But you can always go back and listen to the transmission again if you want to listen to the words or the message of the actual channeled message from the Sirians. Part of the transmission, what unfolds towards the end, is the Sirians will come forward and deliver a channeled message at the end of the actual transmission. So I never really know what's going to happen in the transmissions until we go into them together. And but they take about 40 minutes or so, 30 to 40 minutes usually in length. And on the far side of the transmission, once it's done, as we come out of the transmission, I'll always kind of deliver it in a way where you can stay in meditation if you prefer to do that. And then as we come out of the transmission, what will happen is you'll notice on this end, we will stay, people will be in the chat box. You can type questions and we'll stay present for a few minutes after the end of the evening. And but you may not want to come out of the meditation. You might just want to stay in the meditation. So feel free to do that. That'll make sense as we come to the end. So without further ado, let's get ready. So you can either sit up or lie down to do the transmissions. There's no right way of doing it. But really, however feels best, most comfortable for you personally. And we'll go into meditation together now, into the transmission. So just close your eyes, get yourself comfortable. Take a nice big breath into your body. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. And as you're exhaling, just let any tension in your body kind of move with your breath. Just let your body relax as deeply as you can. Breathe in and exhale. And you'll feel a nice ease that begins to develop in your physical body. And just bring your consciousness as if you're moving from your head down to your heart. Just imagine you're moving down a little elevator and you're focused in your heart center. And it's as if you're seeing the world or shining from this place in the center of your body. And in this area, there's an energy center, the heart chakra. It's an energy structure. And as we bring our attention to focus on this area, it begins to illuminate, and the light in the heart center gets brighter, as if the switch or dimmer switch is turning up the light, and it begins to shine bright. And as the energy in the center gets brighter with each pulse of the heart, there's a movement of energy. And there are little waves of light and energy that begin to move through your body, like a pulsing light and energy. And it begins to move through all the physical tissues in your body, all the way to the skin surface, and the energy begins to shine through the body and into the space around the physical body. The energy is moving through your mental and emotional bodies. And as the energy expands nicely, creating a oval sphere or oval space of light around your body, egg-shaped field of light, the light continues to intensify, and you can feel the vibration shifting in your own experience as this is occurring. And as we center in this space, you become really aware of your connection to the earth through the lower energy centers, the root chakra, your feet. You feel the connection you hold to the planet. You're part of the planet. You're a child of the mother. And as your energy connects with the earth in this way consciously, you can feel a movement of energy. You'll feel a love within your own being for the earth. And you'll feel an energetic response as the earth begins to send energy through this connection up through the axis of your energy in your body. And the energy just flows from the earth into your body. And you also become aware of your higher energy centers, your crown chakra, and the energy center, the field, like a shaft of light that extends out through the top of your crown chakra. And there's a connection here to the sky, to the stars, to spirit. And you become perhaps aware of your own guidance, spiritual beings who work to guide you in your life, in your work. Your own higher self aspect. And even light beings from other planets and civilizations were connected in profound ways to these beings and these aspects of consciousness. And you become aware of your life as a center point between these worlds, bridging heaven and earth, a spiritual world and a physical reality. And just breathe into your body, integrating all of these elements in consciousness. And as this happens, you feel the energy in your system shifting, vibrating higher. And you feel as if you're beginning to float, like you're floating up through and above your body. And you're connected to your body, you stay very connected, but at the same time you're floating in space as if your consciousness is lifting and rising. And it rises. And we begin to find ourselves in consciousness in a quantum space, like we're gathering together in a room in the quantum energy. And all of us in the meditation, even now or in the future, are present in this space. And we're sitting in a circle, a big circle with all the hundreds and thousands of people participating in the transmission. And we're facing inward in the circle. And as we join in consciousness in this way, again, we feel the energy is enhanced in this communion. You begin to feel a beautiful energy flowing through the group, spiraling from above and below. And there's a beautiful movement of energy. And as the energy moves in this way, again, it has an energetic influence on your energy system. You can feel your energy rising or shifting by the flow of this energy in this way. And here we pause just for a moment to allow ourselves to acclimatize to the energy. As the energy is strong and can feel intense, you take a moment just to breathe into the energy, as if you're allowing yourself to integrate with the energy. And as the energy in the group enhances in this way, a beautiful energy begins to spin into form above the group. And we can see a beautiful golden pyramid develop as if it's materializing out of the ethers, made of light, a beautiful golden white light. And it's translucent in that you can see through it as an energy structure, but it's made of this beautiful golden white light. And as the pyramid takes form, it begins to spin very gently. And then just a little bit faster. And as the pyramid is spinning and moving in this way, the apex of the pyramid becomes very bright with light, like a star at the top of the pyramid. And energy waves are moving down over the pyramid as the energy in the pyramid is formed into a beautiful quantum ball. And the energy gets stronger and stronger. And the energy in the pyramid descends into the middle of the group as if it's sitting or hovering in space, right in the middle of the circle as we all sit together. And it begins to pulse and send waves of energy out through the group. And you may feel these little pulsations of energy as they move through your body and through your system. And just allow them to move through you. Don't resist or absorb, just kind of be present with and allow the energy to work with you in a way that's very natural and organic, very specific and personal to you. Understand all that you receive is in alignment with that which purely serves your highest good and highest potential. And as the energy moves through you, you again feel adjustments taking place in your energy system. You notice your whole chakra system is very illumined. All of the chakras are glowing bright with energy. And there's a beautiful column of light that extends from your root chakra down and your crown chakra up, forming a column of light. And within the ethers of energy around your body, you can see the form of a chromosome that begins to become visible. It's as if it was there all along, but as your energy is enhanced, you're able to see this structure just a little bit better. And if you can't see, you feel. You just become aware of this energy space around you. This quantum field of energy and information that is very personal and specific to you as a soul evolving on the earth. And from the top of the pyramid, a shaft of light extends upward, forming a ray of light like a laser beam. And this light shoots very high, and it's as if it penetrates a veil in the sky or a touch point in the sky. And around the shaft of light, a column of light begins to form. And it grows wider. And the column descends, it moves through the pyramid, and into the ball of quantum light in the middle of the circle. So it extends well above the top of the pyramid, but it moves through the pyramid and into the ball of energy at the center. And as the energy expands, the column gets even wider and bigger, and it begins to grow in width until it's fully encompassing the entire circle. And we're all contained within this column of light structure. And in this space, we become aware of energy that is moving down or descending. And you can feel this energy moving through your physical body. But it's also moving through the quantum structure of your DNA system, the 24th chromosome. And we're going to pause for a moment in this energy space just to receive energetically through this experience. Just breathe into the experience. Sometimes in energy, there's a tendency to control your breath. But just recapture your breath and take a nice breath in and relax into the energy of the moment. Just let yourself sink into the energy of the experience. And as the energy flows down, it's like a column of rain, energetic rain. It pours down over us, washing through us. But as we look into the structure of the energy, we can see there are little crystals of energy, little energy structures that look like geometries or seeds of light. And as the energy moves down, we can see within our energy system that these geometries may stay within our energy system or move completely through our energy system. And you'll notice within your own energetic being, you're receiving from the geometries certain patterns of light that are very specific and tailored to you. Don't control this mentally, just observe the process, like you're watching it happen or imagining it happen in your mind. And these little geometries are like seeds of energy that contain perfected patterns of energetic structure. And they vibrate, they sing. Just imagine that they're being delivered in this way to help you create a vibrational adjustment within your own being. To be able to receive energy, information, healing. And as the process continues, you begin to notice little sparkles of light all through your energy field, new energy patterns that are developing as these energies are received and integrated. And your energy field begins to sparkle. And again, we just pause for a moment while the energy is working with each one of us in this way. And you feel within your energy system that as the patterns are delivered or take presence in your energy field, you move into resonance with the energy. It's almost as if you absorb the geometries, the light, in a way that allows you to hold the patterning, the perfected patterning in these geometries in your energy system. And then an energy begins to move down through your system as if it's singing down through the system. And it's an energy that's moving through these geometries that you have brought or crystallized into your own energetic space. And the energy is moving through them, singing them into life. And as the energy moves through them, they begin to vibrate and make sounds. And there's a beautiful song that develops from this movement of energy. And if you can't hear the sound, feel the sound. Just attune to the concept and let yourself feel the energy of the experience. And again, we just pause for a moment to allow ourselves to acclimatize to the energy. And gently the energy begins to settle down. And the column of light begins to spiral. And it's pulling in on itself until it forms just a simple column in the middle of the group. And the energy begins to raise as if it's dissolving into space as the energy lifts up and merges back into the environment around it. And above the pyramid, there's a beautiful energy that begins to form. It's a ball of light, a familiar light. It's a blue and white light. That moves down and coalesces into a point at the apex of the pyramid. And as the energy contracts and positions itself in this way, it begins to get very, very bright at the apex, like a glowing star. As we witness this, it's almost a sense of the light contracting into this space and then radiating or shining from the point of the apex at the pyramid. And as this occurs, there are beautiful waves of energy that move down over the sides of the pyramid, creating a little ripple or wave of energy. And as the energy moves down through the pyramid, it also moves down through the energy in the center of the pyramid and over us as a group in meditation. You can feel these little waves of energy moving down and around your body. From the star at the apex of the pyramid, a light begins to spiral upward, forming a small vortex. And as the vortex spins open, we can see it creates a field of beings, light beings, like an array or a circle. And there appear to be 8 beings in the circle, understanding they are part of a collective consciousness or pattern. And as these light beings kind of hover in space and spiral around the apex of the pyramid, we become aware of the Sirian presence. We feel the beings with us as they begin to prepare the energy for a communication or channel message. Greetings, dear ones. We come to you in this most unusual form for this very special occasion. For you see, dear ones, it is a momentous time on the planet. As a collective civilization, you are finding yourselves at the threshold of a moment of great transition. At times, feeling like you are caught in the maelstrom of change. You know innately in your being you're at the threshold of a portal that leaves behind many of the disorienting vibrations that pull you out of balance. You see, dear ones, the earth herself is at the precipice of transformation. It's a transformation that comes in a multifaceted array of steps. But there are certain points in time in the journey where very specific thresholds of energy are achieved and transcended. And in the act of moving energetically into this space, there is a release or a capture of energy, of vibrations below the threshold of that dimensional shift. We speak in an unusual language, but simply to inform you that you are passing through a gateway in time that will allow the energy of that which is new to be present in a stronger way than the energy of that which is receding. For you see, dear ones, this is the nature of how the transformation is achieved. You may think of it as a plateau or a level, but in truth, it represents a vibrational constant, a tone and an energy which is capable of nullifying energy in frequency of a lower vibration. The reason this is so important is to assist you in beginning to allow yourself to realize in energy and consciousness the potential which lies before you. It is hard to see through the vapors and the mists of confusion when the energy is turbulent and distorted by these lower vibrational patterns. And you will notice this in an experiential way in the form of glimpses of insight, moments of respiration. And again, we use the word specifically, for you will feel at times like you can take a breath unlike anything you have known in your recent days. As the earth moves into this new energetic quality, you will notice, slowly at first, but faster as time goes by, the revelation of things which will not simply expose darkness and distortion, but potential and promise. You'll see that you begin to feel the future. Yet it is not a feeling of angst or longing. It is a feeling that comes with integration. For you are touching a future energy that you are integrating into this present moment in time. A mysterious language, we know, but it best describes the energy of frequency adjustments that are driving the future of ascension in this way. We spoke to you earlier of a kaleidoscopic year. A kaleidoscope is a magical instrument, spinning color and patterns of light and energy all around, like a beautiful mosaic or tapestry of illumination. But in the energy of this transformation, what it represents is the movement of energies as you ascend in vibration from one plane of reality to a higher octave of knowing. So you will feel at times as you are walking through a channel or a tunnel where this energy is moving around you at light speed. And yet you find yourself in perfect stillness, in perfect balance, in perfect awe of the majesty of movement around you. Your position is prime, and it is important that you stay aware of the value of maintaining this centered posture. For you see, if you step into the light observation in a more profound way, you'll feel yourself being pulled along by the energy and the motion that's contained within the passage. However, if you rescind into the center as a point of observation, you'll find yourself in a harmony that allows the transition to unfold around you. The mystery of this is you do not know where you are going, and you do not understand the vibrational outcome of the passage at hand. But we speak these words to your mind and not to your heart. For you see, in your soul, you are very aware of where you're going, and you know in fullness the vibration of the future which lays before you. These are interesting times and present interesting challenges. We are here to remind you of the nature of these events. We are here to support you energetically in the movement of energy that takes place to achieve this outcome. And we are here to assist you in the integration of quantum energy connected to your soul and higher octaves of consciousness that are beginning to merge in greater and greater ways into your energetic system. This is a transformation we have seen many times on many planets. But the magic of the moment is so have you. Yet, however, because you are experiencing this process through the perspective of a human being incarnation, it is easy to lose sight and understanding of the things you know in spirit and in fuller consciousness. However, as the energetic paradigm around you and within you is shifting, this will be easier to know, understand, and achieve. We are here to remind you that you have within you everything you need to make this transition with ease and with grace, with courage when required, with humility and compassion, with the eyes of a soul that understands the transient nature of physical reality experiences and allows them to see all things through the lens of a higher knowing. Cryptic, yet truthful. And these words are meant to carry you through the journey of this experience. In this transmission, you have received the energy of patterning from your higher self to assist the energetic integration of the things we speak. You have been preparing for this for quite some time. And the days, the months, and the years ahead from this moment will take on a different energy. And at first, it will be hard to trust the energy, but you will as you begin to realize it is a permanent shift. Be patient with yourself. Be understanding. Nurture yourself in every way you need, energetically and in consciousness, through these moments of great change. Allow yourself to nurture everything you need to be well and to restore your well-being. And remember, all these experiences are transient in nature. They are purposeful, they are momentous, and they are divine. They are divine as you are divine. And you have within you the light to carry you through each and every experience, each and every moment, each and every passage, each and every integration, each and every moment of healing. As you integrate these energies, you will feel this energy within you, this light, is growing in brilliance. And this language is not metaphoric, it represents fact. For it is this light that will pave the way to the future. You are adventurers setting out with sails on high to a new land as a new human. in a place as familiar as it is foreign, while the earth transforms herself majestically beneath your feet. As we prepare to leave you for the moment, we pause. We pause to remind you, you are never alone. You are dearly loved. And it is through the light of the eternal Sun, together with you, we are one. And as we look to the top of the pyramid, we can see an involution of the light as if it's drawn back into the star at the apex of the crystal of the pyramid. And the energy expands like a starburst and evaporates into the space around. And the pyramid itself begins to spin gently and slowly dissolve into the space around, like it's evaporating into the ethers. And we move down to the energy in the middle of the group, which contracts as it draws in upon itself and then gently expands, creating a beautiful wave of energy through the group as it dissipates into the space around. And you feel the energy move through your system. And you begin to bring your consciousness back into the sphere of your own energy. And you gently begin to feel your energy as if it's descending back into your physical body. And as your energy reintegrates into the physical form in this way, you may choose at this moment to stay in meditation for a while longer. Or you can move out of meditation as we begin to close the transmission. And if you're ready to come back into this space, you can let the energy move and wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. And just gently allow your energy to integrate into the physical body. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back into the room. And at this moment, I'll turn off the microphone and we'll just stay present in the background and in the chat box. If you want to stay in meditation, please feel free to do so. And we look forward to joining you all next month for the February transmission. Namaste, one and all.